Hey guys, here's a quick message about True Mother's great-granddaughter, fourth gen great-granddaughter, and I feel it really fits with the emphasis that we are trying to go with here in Asia Pacific 1. As we know, we have a lot of work to do to reach 1/3 of humanity. But in the meantime, internally, what are we focusing on? What are we doing, right? I mentioned this before several Sundays ago, and I've also been talking about this with our leaders every day, every week, for several months in terms of our 60-month strategy, right? So what's our strategy? I'm thinking, 10 years from now, actually, 10, 15, or 20 years from now, how many beautiful, healthy, happy, blessed children do we have? Blessed children, regardless of their particular career path, but that they have a public mind, okay? Happy, healthy, blessed children with a public mind. And today we're going to reflect on just these few words that we have from True Mother as she's celebrating her great-granddaughter's 103rd day since birth. This is Jeong. She is Shin Chul-nim's couple's baby. So she's 103, just turned 103 days old. And I feel that the beauty, the joy that mother is expressing about her great-granddaughter is all the evidence you need to know what is really the most precious and valuable thing in the heart of God, in the mind of God, our Heavenly Parent. It's His children, God's children, us, right? And so there's really nothing more precious than us giving birth to beautiful, healthy, happy, blessed children and raising them in an environment where naturally they grow to have a public mind, that they are people who want to live for the sake of others. Now, it takes a long time to make babies, right? First you need couples, and you need couples who are able to raise children like this in that kind of an environment. But here's what I want to say to you. This is the ball that my eye is on, because I know that we can fill stadiums. I know that we can bring about great results in the realm of PR and even in the mass impact realm. And despite the fact that there's lots of challenges going on all over the world, I believe the biggest impact we will have in the long term is how many healthy, happy, blessed children do we have. And so that's why I'm really touched by Mother's words. Just a few words I'm going to read to you. And this was pulled from the HJ Global News video, which hopefully you've seen. So Mother says, "Today, we've all gathered to celebrate Moon Jeong-a's 103rd day. Every time she visits her grandma, she opens her eyes, and even though she may be sleeping, she looks around. And when I call Jeong-a, she responds." So Mother's just describing, there's a few leaders in the room, right? Mother's describing her joyful experience in spending time with her great-granddaughter. She even plays and exercises for a long time with her great-grandmother. Even when she gets sleepy, if I'm around, she rubs her eyes and tries to stay awake. She doesn't cry. Sometimes she looks a little tired, so I tell her mother to take her and put her to bed. So that's the natural thing to do, right? Your great-grandchild's getting sleepy, obviously tired, time for bed. So True Mother calls Jeong-a's mom, "Come take her to bed." When her mother is about to take her, then she starts to cry. Now, at this point, Mother's chuckling, laughing, because it's funny. Of course, every baby loves their mother. But what Mother's saying is, she's, painting this picture of, yes, the baby loves her mother for sure. But the baby really loves, Jeong-a really loves her great-grandma, the mother of peace. So she's chuckling to herself. Jeong has made a deep connection with her great-grandma, and so Jeong says she has a wish. So here's where mother is coming out with, like, I've got a very close relationship with my great-granddaughter. I'm spending so much time with her. We can read each other's minds, And so mother knows the wish of her great-granddaughter. She says, she is praying to have a lovely younger sibling in this coming year of the blue dragon. So Jeong was born in the year of the black tiger, and Jeong was born in the year of the black tiger, and apparently she's praying, according to mother, longing to have a younger sibling. Do you agree? Do you believe so? I believe so. She is praying to have a lovely younger sibling in this coming year of the blue dragon. Therefore, mother says, Mun-shin-chul, please make effort for that. So she's telling her grandson, please make an effort to make another baby. And then everybody's laughing because, of course, it's cute, right? It's amazing to me that everything is here within the family, the dynamics of love within the family. And you hear all these stories about how much joy grandparents have over their grandchildren. So I imagine it's great joy for the great-grandparents. And of course, for our mother of peace, our true mother, I know that on one side, she's deeply pained and sorrowful that so few of her children and grandchildren are close to her, are with her. And she's been investing, as you know, a lot in her grandchildren. And now to see the birth of her fourth generation great-granddaughter, Jeong-anim. This is really a miracle, beautiful story. And I think it illustrates, even though there may be many things that we lose, even though there may be many things that we have to do, the preciousness of one child, the preciousness of one family, one child that is connected is so precious and so valuable. I was asking the leaders the other day, how precious is one blessed child compared to 100 people? What can you even put a price? I know it's silly, right? It's silly to compare these things, but every human being is precious. Every child of God is totally precious. But think of all of the conditions, the indemnity, the prayer, the hard work, the sweat, the blood, the tears, the ancestral liberation and blessing, everything that goes into the birth of our blessed children. And especially this child, Jeong-moon, is bringing so much joy to our true mother, must be bringing so much joy to our heavenly parent. So this, for me, is proof again, I hope you don't mind me saying so, proof again that while we reach far and wide to bring as many people into True Mother's embrace as possible, let us also really focus, driving deep internally from the inside out to create the environment, to witness to the young people and make new families and create the environment for many, many, many such beautiful young children to be born. There's many countries, especially the developed countries, that now have negative birth rate, right? That means families are producing fewer babies than before and less babies than are enough to sustain the population. So what if all we did was to make babies, okay? So just like she's asking Shin-chul-nim to get back to work and go make another child, let us really reflect on how precious our children are. Those of us who have children, if we're thinking 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, how many happy, healthy, blessed children will we have? Then let's think now about how many do we have now? If we have 500 blessed children, but only we see 100 of them, then how about the other 400, So, how about our own children, right? So let us really remember how precious our children are, They are the gateway to our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren and our great-great-grandchildren, the entire lineage. And this is Heavenly Parents' lineage we're talking about, right? So again, as far, as great and wide as we reach, please let us work together as one to create the environment, okay? Really let us strengthen our education and preparation for our couples that are preparing for marriage. And let's create a really beautiful environment to support them through that process and beyond. And then let's remember that no matter how many people we're witnessing to, it's not to join our thing or to help us with the next project. The ultimate purpose is for these to be people who can be joyful, happy, blessed families. At least much more happy and much more joyful than they would have been without the principle, without the blessing, and without the community support. So, healthy, happy, public-minded, blessed children. That's really what's on my mind, because I believe, as is illustrated in these words from our beloved true mother, this is the magic key to unlock the deepest, joyful parts of God's heart. So, brothers and sisters, let us reflect on this theme, and let us resonate in joy together with our true mother. She's happy, so we're happy, and let us replicate that kind of happiness as much as possible. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day and have a great week. God bless you.